2 hours before daybreak, that time which in the autumn of the year may truly be called the dead of night, when the streets are silent and deserted, when even sound appears to slumber, and profligacy and riot have staggered home to dream. It was at this still and silent hour that Fagin sat in his old lair. Stretched upon a mattress on the floor lay Noah Claypole, alias Morris Boulter, fast asleep. Towards him the old man sometimes directed his eyes for an instant, and then turned them back again to the wasting candle. He sat without changing his attitude or appearing to take the smallest heed of time until the doorbell rang. He crept downstairs and presently returned accompanied by a man muffled to the chin who carried a large bundle under one arm. Throwing back his outer coat, the man displayed the bulky frame of Sikes, the housebreaker. There, laying the bundle upon the table. Take care of that and do the most you can with it. It's been trouble enough to get. I thought I should have been here 3 hours ago. Fagin laid his hand upon the bundle and locked it up in the cupboard, but he did not take his eyes off the robber for an instant. "What now?" cried Sikes. "What do you look at a man like that for?" Fagin raised his right hand and shook his trembling forefinger in the air. "Hallo," feeling in his breast. "He's gone mad. I must look to myself here. No, it's not. You're not the person, Bill. I've no fault to find with you." "Oh, you haven't you? Transferring a pistol to a more convenient pocket. That's lucky for one of us. Which one that is don't matter." "I've got that to tell you, Bill. Will make you as bad as me." "Right. Tell away. Look sharp, or Nance will think I'm lost." "Lost? She has pretty well settled that in her own mind already." He looked perplexed into the old man's face, and reading no satisfactory explanation of the riddle there, clenched his coat collar in his huge hand and shook him soundly. "Speak, will you? Or if you don't, it shall be for want of breath. Open your mouth and say what you've got to say. Out with it, you blundering, thundering, wandering old cur. Out with it!" "Suppose that lad that's lying there," Fagin began. Sikes turned round to where Noah lay sleeping, as though he had not previously observed him. "Well, supposing that lad was to peach, to blow upon us all, supposing he was to do it of his own fancy, not tried, grabbed, earwigged by the parson, brought to it on bread and water, but of his own fancy, to please his own taste, stealing out at nights to do it, you hear me? Suppose all this, what then?" "What then? If he was left alive until I came, I'd grind his skull under the iron heel of my boot into as many grains as there are hairs upon his head." "Supposing I was to do it, I that know so much and could hang so many besides myself?" "I don't know. I'd do something in the jail that'd get me put in irons. And if I was tried along with you, I'd fall upon you with them in the open court and beat your brains out afore the people. I'd smash your head in as if a loaded wagon had gone over it." Fagin looked at the robber hard, and motioning him to be silent, stooped over the bed upon the floor and shook the sleeper to rouse him. "Boulter, poor lad, he is tired, along with watching for her, so long, watching for her." Bill? What do you mean? Fagin made no answer, but bending over the bed again, hauled the sleeper into a sitting posture. Tell me that again, once again, just for him to hear. Tell you what? Asked the sleepy Noah. That about Nancy! Sykes muttered not a word, nor relaxed a muscle till he reached his own house door. He opened it softly with a key, strode lightly up the stairs, and entering his own room, double-locked the door and drew back the curtain of the bed. The girl was lying half-dressed upon the bed. He had roused her from her sleep, for she raised herself with a hurried and startled air. Get up! It is you, Bill. Get up! There was a candle burning, but he drew it from the candlestick and hurled it under the grate. Seeing the faint light of early day without, the girl arose to undraw the curtain. Let it be. There's light enough for what I've got to do. Bill, why do you look like that at me? The robber regarded her for a few seconds with dilated nostrils and heaving breast. Then, grasping her by the head and throat, he dragged her into the middle of the room and laid his heavy hand upon her mouth. You were watched tonight, you she-devil! Every word you said was heard! Then the very word I said was heard. It was heard that I spared you. Bill, dear Bill, you cannot have the heart to kill me. Oh, think of all that I have given up, only this one night for you, Bill! I have been true to you upon my guilty soul, I have. The gentleman and that dear lady told me tonight of a home in some foreign country where I might end my days in peace and solitude. Let me see them again, and let me beg them on my knees to show the same mercy towards you, and let us both leave this dreadful place, and far apart leave better lives, and forget how we have lived, except in prayers, and never see each other more. It is never too late to repent. They told me so. I feel it now. But we must have time. We must have a little time.